They smile at you. They say the right things. They even laugh at your jokes. But something feels off. You can't explain it. There's no evidence, no smoking gun, just a quiet hum in your chest that whispers, "This person doesn't like me." And here's the thing. You're probably right. Humans are terrible liars. We think we're masters of deception, but our bodies are constantly leaking the truth. The face can fake warmth. The voice can fake interest. But the feet, the micro-expressions, the timing of a response, those belong to the subconscious. And the subconscious doesn't know how to lie. Today, I'm going to show you 7 silent signals that reveal when someone secretly harbors hostility toward you. Not obvious signals. Not the ones everyone knows. These are the quiet tells. The ones most people miss because they're too busy listening to words. But you're not most people. You notice things. And after this, you'll notice everything. Sign 1, the foot verdict. When someone genuinely enjoys your presence, their feet point at you. This isn't poetry. This is biology. The feet are the most honest part of the body because they're the furthest from the brain. We're trained from childhood to control our faces. We learn to smile when we don't mean it. We learn to nod when we're not listening. But nobody teaches us to control our feet. So watch them. If you're talking to someone and their torso faces you, but their feet angle toward the door, toward another person, toward anywhere but you, their subconscious is already leaving the conversation. Their mouth says, "That's so interesting." Their feet say, "I need to escape." Here's the test. Next time you're in a conversation that feels slightly cold, glance down. Don't be obvious. Just notice. If their feet point away from you consistently, not once, but as a pattern, you now have data. Sign 2, the delayed mirror. When we genuinely like someone, we unconsciously mirror them. They lean in, we lean in. They cross their arms, we cross ours. They laugh, we laugh. This is called limbic synchrony. It's our brain's way of saying, "I'm like you, we're connected." But here's what most people miss. The mirror has a timing signature. Authentic mirroring is instant, seamless. You don't notice it happening because it flows naturally. Fake mirroring has a delay. It's the other person's conscious mind catching up, realizing they should probably match your energy to seem engaged. If someone is always half a beat behind your gestures, if their smiles arrive just a moment too late, their conscious mind is performing connection. Their subconscious isn't participating. Sign 3, the compliment knife. You're so brave to wear that. I wish I didn't care what people thought like you. You're actually pretty smart. Notice something? Each sentence contains a compliment wrapped around an insult. These are called barbed compliments. And people who secretly dislike you use them constantly. They work because they're deniable. If you react, you're the problem. I was just complimenting you. Why are you so sensitive? But your gut knows the difference between being built up and being quietly torn down. The words actually, surprisingly, for someone like you. These are the fingerprints of veiled contempt. People who genuinely admire you don't need qualifiers. You're smart needs nothing added. You're actually smart implies they expected you to be stupid. Sign 4, the vanishing effort. This one is subtle. When someone first starts disliking you, they won't announce it. They'll fade. Texts become shorter. Response times stretch longer. Plans become vaguer. "Let's definitely hang out soon," is the funeral announcement for a relationship. Pay attention to the trajectory, not the moment. One short response means nothing. A slow decline in engagement over weeks, that's a signal. And here's the painful truth. You already know who's doing this to you right now. You've felt the temperature drop. The conversations that used to flow now feel like pulling teeth. I want to stop here for a moment, because I know some of you are already running through your relationships, analyzing every interaction, wondering if you've been blind. Here's my question for you, and I want you to answer honestly in the comments. Have you been ignoring the signs with someone specific because the truth is too uncomfortable to accept? Sometimes we choose not to see because seeing would require action. Name no names. Just be honest with yourself. Sign 5, the hollow inquiry. How are you? A simple question. But how it's asked reveals everything. People who care ask follow-up questions. They probe. They remember what you said last time and reference it. People who don't care ask surface questions and immediately pivot to themselves. Watch for the pattern. How was your trip? It was great. Oh, cool. Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to tell you about my trip. The question wasn't real. It was a transaction. A social toll they paid to talk about themselves. Genuine interest is curious. Hollow interest checks a box. Sign 6, the public-private split. This is one of the most telling signs, and the easiest to miss. Someone who secretly dislikes you will treat you better in public than in private. In front of others, they're warm. They need to maintain their image. They don't want to seem petty or cruel. But alone, the mask relaxes. The energy drops. The enthusiasm evaporates. The real temperature is revealed. If someone is consistently warmer to you with an audience than without one, that warmth is performance. It's not for you. It's for them. Sign 7, the micro-contempt. This is the final sign, and the most damning. Psychologist Paul Ekman identified 7 universal micro-expressions, tiny facial movements that last less than half a second. They reveal true emotions before the conscious mind can suppress them. One of them is contempt. It looks like this: a brief asymmetrical lift of one corner of the mouth, almost like a half smirk. It flashes and disappears. You've seen this before. You just didn't know what it was. Someone says something nice to you, but for a fraction of a second, their face says something else entirely. That flash is their real opinion. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So now you know the 7 signs. The feet that flee, the delayed mirror, the compliment knife, the vanishing effort, the hollow inquiry, the public-private split, the micro-contempt. But knowing isn't enough. The architect's protocol. Here's what I want you to do this week. Don't confront anyone. Don't announce what you've learned. Simply observe. Pick 3 relationships that have felt slightly off recently. Watch for these signs. Not with paranoia, with curiosity, like a scientist gathering data. At the end of the week, you'll have one of 2 conclusions. Either you were wrong and the coldness was in your head, or you were right and now you have clarity. And clarity, even when it hurts, is always better than confusion. Because here's the truth nobody wants to accept. Some people in your life don't want to be there. They stay out of obligation, proximity, or convenience. And you deserve to know who's real. Not so you can fight them. Not so you can hate them. So you can stop wasting your energy on people who've already left. You have always sensed the truth. The difference now is that you have the language for it. Trust what your body has been telling you all along. And remember, the goal isn't to surround yourself with crowds. The goal is to surround yourself with people whose feet point toward you. Build your life silently. I'll see you in the next blueprint. Please like, comment, and subscribe.